Hey there, you guys. How you doing? This is your girl, Dr. Avis. I am so excited to come into your living rooms, your whatever room you're in your abode right now, or maybe you're not in your abode like me. Maybe you're away from home like I am right now. Okay, you're on location wherever you are. Great to see you all this evening. I wanted to come to you tonight with something brand new that I'm doing called In the Spotlight with Dr. Avis, in which I wanted to give you a chance to see some of my incredible clients, a little bit about them and a little bit about, what they've been able to accomplish, but also a little bit about what they are doing right now. So you can really get a sense of just the powerful people that I work with and the amazing things that they do. Now, I also wanted to remind you right up here at the top that we are just 5 days away. Let me move my hand this way. 5 days away, okay, from the very first ever Coaches and Consultants edition of the Perfect Media Pitch Masterclass. I am so super excited about that because we've, as BBD would say, we've smacked it up, flipped it, rubbed it down. Okay. Angela's like, I don't know this woman. I do not know this woman. Okay. She's just on here acting a fool. All right, but we refined it. Okay. This is 2.0. Okay. And it's specifically focused on coaches and consultants, which is why I wanted to bring in the spotlight this evening one of my amazing clients, Miss Angela Kerri, because Angela, first of all, look at her. I always call her Angela the angelic badass because she has this like angelic energy, but she's also a badass. Don't get it twisted, okay? And so I wanted to take a minute to introduce Angela to you all. And let me take this because if I take let me fix the branding here so you can see her name because I just noticed when I changed that, it changed it. Hopefully you can see us both. Oh, it's not letting us see. Oh, I was hoping. We'll let you know who she is. Okay. So Angela, I wanted to share her with you all tonight and put her in the spotlight tonight because, as I mentioned, we're 5 days away from the first ever Coaches and Consultants edition of the Masterclass. And when she first started working with me, she had this vision of being a coach. She wasn't a coach yet, but she knew that's what she wanted to do. She knew that's where she wanted to go. What's up there, Dr. Mary? How are you? And hey there, homie. Hey, Dennis. Great to see you both. And so I wanted you guys to hear a little bit from her because even if you are someone who's considering going into coaching, if you're considering going into consulting, this masterclass is a great first step for you because you will learn skills in there that you can apply to your brand new business. Now, with that said, let me have Angela first introduce herself to you, tell you a little bit about what she does, and then I want to tell you about her amazing feat in terms of what she was able to accomplish in her brand new coaching business. With that said, hey there, Angela.
Hey, Dr. Avis. Hey, everybody. My name is Coach Angela Kerri, and I am the Elite Holistic Life Coach Specialist for high-performing professional women who are looking to take their entire lives to the next level through internal transformation. So I am excited to be here and can't wait to share my story with you guys.
Oh my goodness, we're excited to have you, Angela. Now, let me tell you a little something about Angela. Angela is one of these people who, now you heard from who she works with, that she works with high level executive women, holistic life coach, because we all know if you guys are a high level executive, y'all know that can be a tad stressful. Okay. A lot of people, y'all, a lot of mess you got to deal with. And so you need somebody like Angela in your life so you can unwind, right? So you can really like enjoy your life and it's not just, overwhelming all the time. But when she first started working with me, she was thinking about moving in this direction, but she hadn't done it yet. So I just want you to share when you first came in and you started working with me and my team, Angela, you had this vision. You put the vision into action with a method that we use in my practice that we take people through what we call our 7-day method to help you get your very first sale if you're brand new. And what were you able to do over the course of 7 days in your brand new coaching business?
Yeah. So guys, I had no skills when it came to having a business, right? I worked for the federal government, national security. So I knew all of that stuff, but I didn't know how to actually start a business. So like Dr. Avis just shared with you all, I just knew I had a vision. I had a passion to help high performing women. Why? Because I am that person. And so I just needed a mentorship. or something to give me the tools to actually put into practice so that I could see it manifest beyond just positive affirmations, which I'm a fan of, but you need a little bit more than that to actually make it work. And so when I actually joined the mentorship, I started off with this class that is about to start in 5 days. I started with that class and got so much information. It was just kind of like drinking from a fire hose. It was just kind of like all this information I had no idea was even out there and how to actually put it to practice. But in this class that you're about to take, you're going to get all that information. But I knew I wanted even more from that. And so I got into the mentorship and I applied this 7-day method. And I just followed it to a T. I didn't think twice. I just put it into practice. And within 7 days, I made $25,000. Now, let me tell you, as a government worker, you know, if you know anything about government work, or if you work for the state or wherever, you are not making that money in 7 days, right? And it just blew my mind. A lot of things blew my mind once I joined Dr. Avis and her team. But just to be able to see that quickly, that type of result, I was blown away. And it didn't come because it just was something that she just drummed up. This is years and years of application and research and making it proven and true, and something that Dr. Avis has used in the past and her team. So you're not just getting information that's just not just going to fall on its face. If you put in the work and you do exactly what you're supposed to do and show up consistently, the sky is the limit for you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing that, Angela. And I'm so proud of you because you put in the work. You know, the missing ingredient and the magic ingredient between information and results is the application of that information. And so you
Absolutely.
did that in spades. Now, the reason why I really wanted you to share your story with people is because with this new sort of coaches and consultants edition of the masterclass coming up, I know there are people out there that already have their businesses up and running and they're looking to scale. But then there are also some people who are right at the beginning, and there are some people who not even at the beginning yet, they're thinking. And if you know of someone who's like in that space right now, where they haven't even started their business yet, or they're really just at the very beginning, they haven't had any sales yet, what would you advise them with just taking the masterclass alone? I mean, how helpful was that information? Because I know that you just showed me a pitch today. I mean, you're still using some of the basic things that we taught in the masterclass for free, and you're still using it to accelerate your business.
Because it works. Because it works. So, what I would say is I've been there. I had no background, but I had a vision. And I equate a vision to a seed. And every seed needs nurturing, right? It needs water, it needs sunlight, it needs the right soil. And so just with your vision, it's the same concept. You need that nurturing environment that will cause that seed or that vision to grow. And Dr. Avis and her team is that nurturing environment. When I tell you, it means it's priceless to be surrounded with people who are thinking on that level. And you come in thinking your vision is amazing, right? But then you come into the presence of Dr. Avis and her team, and they look at that vision and they say, that's great, but I think you can stretch it even more. And that's the kind of service you're going to get in this mentorship and even in the masterclass. I mean, every day you're getting information that you can actually apply in real time. And that's something that's very hard to find in a lot of master classes. So I just highly encourage you guys, go all in, full stop. You're probably going to hear that. Full stop. I still remember that from like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You have to be full stop. Do it and run into it with everything. Run through the tape. You can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely true. And now listen, I'm looking at the chat. Aisha says, Angela, you are very motivational. Yes, she is. She is a motivator. Congratulations, Coach Angela. We are so proud of you. Hey, and I love you back in Atlanta, Kevin. Thanks for saying that. Great to see you all here this evening. Hey, Erica Savage Wilson. Great to see you here, sis. So I just want to say a little bit about what you're doing now, because you were talking about growth and stretching. And I'm so proud of what you're putting together right now, Angela. Can you tell everyone what you have in waiting in the wings right now in terms of something you're working on that's absolutely amazing, that's coming up in just a few months?
Yeah, so one of the things that you get in the mentorship is you get to talk to Dr. Avis during office hours about things that you're thinking about doing. And so you get her mind and her team to just kind of focus on your dream, right? And so one of the dreams that I had once I launched my coaching business is, I want to help high performing women, but I also want to have an event, a yearly retreat where these women could come and get loved on and nurtured on and just rest and refocus and reset themselves, because they're always giving and they're always pouring out to the people that they serve. And so I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. And Dr. Avis and her team, I mean, it's almost like you got to come to these things with your notepad or your laptop and start taking notes, because it's like the light shines on your dream and it just starts to be a lot of information starts coming at you. And so I just decided to, yes, this is what I want to do. And even through COVID, I had to reschedule it, obviously, but then I got a better place. So now I'm hosting this wellness retreat, which is a luxury wellness retreat in Boca Raton, which, if all of you know, Boca is a beautiful place. It's a nice location, and it is luxurious. And it's at the Boca Raton Resort, which is the iconic resort for Southern Florida. And it has really just stretched me and blown me away that if you have a vision, it already means that you are able to do it. But what you need is the tools and the resources to bring it to pass. It's almost like it's already done. You just need to have the right people around you to bring it to pass. And Dr. Avis and her team, that was my answer. And I am here to tell you, without her team, without her vision, right? It's reciprocal, guys, right? There's people that are waiting for you to do what you're supposed to do so that they can launch whatever it is, right? And so without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be transitioning from a great lucrative job, because mind you, I was in a great position, but I wanted more and I wanted to do what I was passionate about. And I think most coaches, when they start out, that's what they want. It's they want to help people with something that they think is very important, and it is. So if you have that vision, that means you already have it within you to do it. You just need to get linked up with the right people, and nothing happens by mistake. Everything happens for a reason. So you listening to me, you need to be in this place right away.
Exactly. Well, thank you. And look who we have. Dr. Palmer is in the house. Hey, that's another one of my incredible clients. So good to see you too. And I just want to thank you for sharing that, Angela, because you said some powerful things there. If you have the vision, that means that it's possible for you to do it. And I really want everyone to really take that to heart, because I fully believe that that vision that you have in your head, it's a gift. It literally is a gift. And it's about you taking the responsibility to get in the right rooms, to get around the right people, to get the right guidance and support, and learn the right skills to make it happen. If it is in your head, it can be. You just have
It
to
can be.
make it happen. Yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Angela, can you let people know how they can connect with you if they're interested in learning more about your retreat?
Absolutely. So my retreat website is www.inherwork. That's INNHERWORK. So I put an emphasis on the her. So it's inherwork.com. And on there, you'll find all the information about the retreat. So if you are a high performing woman, which most coaches are, check it out and use this time to reset. Once you finish that masterclass and you're ready and fired up to go, then you need to go ahead and recharge and get yourself together. Bring your journal and start planning out and put everything together so you can launch. That's what I'm going to use it as.
Exactly. You might see a sister there too, you guys.
I know it. I know it.
I'm telling you, this is a high performing sister that can I like having a little bit of luxury in my life. So
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes,
In the meantime, guys, next week we're only 5 days away from the Perfect Media Pitch Masterclass Coaches and Consultants Edition. If you even have the aspiration to be a coach, imagine a few months from now, you can have the same story as Angela, coming in like gangbusters. What I loved about her when she came in, you guys, let me just say this one more thing. She was focused, okay? She hadn't done it yet, but she had a very clear vision.
Mhm.
She knew what she wanted to do, and she was determined to follow through on that vision. Okay. When you have those two things in place and you have the right strategy and support system, you cannot lose. Okay.
Mhm.
And so she came in, she did the work, but it was because she was a focused go-getter. And she mentioned she's a high performing woman. She's a high performing woman in her career. She's a high performing woman as an entrepreneur. Like, if you are even concerned that, can I do it? Look at what you've done in the past. I'm sure that you've done some things in the past that would blow other people's minds. Okay. Maybe to you, it's kind of normal, but to other people, it's like, wow, that's pretty darn impressive. So if you can, if you, the same sort of aspects of your personality that you have applied to be able to achieve in other aspects of your life with the right direction, just take that same aspect of your personality and apply it to your dream, and that comes
Yes,
forward too. Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
You want to say about that, Angela? Because I know
Yeah.
you live that.
No, and it just reminded me too, about being so focused and clear. Clarity is everything, right? So you might have this vision, and perhaps you need to suss out some of the details and really refine that thing so that when you get ready to launch, there's no question, all the details are there so that you will not fail. And
Mhm.
this is where the masterclass comes in too, because you're going to get all of that media training, but then you're also going to get branding, a little
Yeah,
bit of that as well. And that blew my mind. Like, that's a whole nother issue. And I don't know if they get that in the master class or if that's
they
the
do.
mentorship,
They
but
get a touch, the taste
a
of the
little touch.
branding in the master class.
Listen, I mean, who cries in branding classes? I mean, I was in tears because branding is so deep. And so
Mhm.
if you can really understand that and how it's all in you, and just to be around people that can bring it out. And when I look, I still have my poster board from a
Mhm.
branding class I took with the mentorship. And I look at that thing and I'm like, wow, it makes perfect sense. I'm still aligned with my branding because
Mhm.
it's authentically who I am. And
Yes,
that to me is, once you're authentically who you are and doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're unstoppable. So
absolutely.
please get into this class, be focused, get out all the tools you need and focus yourself, close the door, shut everything out and focus for this time in this masterclass. And when it's time to go, you keep moving forward. Don't let fear, doubt, and all of that stuff come in your way, because you won't be anywhere closer to where you're supposed to be if you let that in your life. Trust me and believe. Trust me, I wouldn't be here if I had stopped. So
Oh,
please consider.
love it. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing some time with me, Angela. I'm like keeping you up late, but I appreciate you being here, dear.
No
And
problem.
absolutely. And I appreciate all of you all to be listening in with us this evening. Just wanted to remind you one last time before I go, make sure you go to perfectmediapitch.com. That's perfectmediapitch.com. Grab your seat for the Coaches and Consultants edition of the Perfect Media Pitch Masterclass. We are so excited to share with you the new, more refined masterclass specifically for the needs of coaches and consultants. I believe there are some more Angelas out there, and I want to see you in this next masterclass. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks again for joining me, Angela.
No problem.
All righty. Good night, everybody. Bye.